everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a general love messages reading. A pick a card, and it's going to be about what you need to know in your love situation, no matter if you're single or if you're in a relationship, you're in a connection or situationship. Or if you just fancy someone, you have a crush on someone, and what's happening in this connection. Okay, so it's going to be a 1 month reading prediction. So as you know, this is a general reading, but if you would like to go deeper into your situation, which is going to be more specific, as I will be tuning into your energies specifically, you may wish to purchase a direct reading with me, which you can do directly on the website. So that would be a private booking. It's done remotely via Zoom. All you need to do is just send me your question or questions. There are 3 tiers for the tarot readings. So there's one with just basic tarot, and then the other one with angel clarification messages, as well as oracle messages, and each one has a slightly different pricing as well. On the announcement of readings and private bookings in general, I have actually just started a new channeling session, and it is all about mediumship. So if you would like to purchase a booking with me, I have a totally new service, which is mediumship, where I am able to connect with your ancestors who've passed on, or family members who've passed on, or even friends, or pets, animals, loved ones, or people that you really want to connect with in spirit, who are sort of quote unquote dying to connect with you. And maybe you've been, doubting your intuition abilities. Maybe you're not sure if you have connected with them or not, or maybe you just need some closure. I get the sense that a lot of you are wanting to have this connection with people who have passed on, and you just don't know how to connect with them. So I am a channel. I'm basically a person who is a psychic, and I am actually a medium too. I just haven't offered the service in a while. I'm providing the service again, but let's say more officially, and it's going to be on offer. So for the first 10 people who listen to this reading, this video, this announcement, you will get £30 offer for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes where I tune into the person who you want to connect with, bearing in mind there could be some other people that may wish to join in as well on the other realm, for £30. So 30 minutes for £30, which is, in my opinion, a great idea, a great offer. Also, Jesus Christ of Nazareth had actually sent me that message yesterday, and there's been an overwhelming amount of interests. So please do go ahead and book. So if you're interested and you want to connect with someone who's passed on in the other realm, and you want to get closure, or you just want to get some answers, you want to see how they're doing, or you want to get some guidance from them, £30 for 30 minutes. After that, after the offer ends, it's going to be £90 for 30 minutes, which is still a very good deal. It's going to be £30 for 30 minutes for the moment, all right? So I would say book beforehand, before it goes to 90 quid for 30 minutes. Okay, so let's start with the pick a pile selection for your love. So again, this is another message that was sent to me by Spirit. Like, let's have a check-in on the love situation for the collective. Spirit always tells me what to do, with abstract medicine. So we've got 3 stickers here. I'm going to ask you to select one of the stickers, or 3 of the stickers. For those of you who are new to abstract medicine, new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I'm an artist, abstract artist, which you can find on the website below, all the details below. And I exhibit my work internationally. I have my works all over the world, in museums and private collections from the US, China, and in London town. And I'm also a psychic and a medium. So yeah, let's get on with the love situation. So as I said, you're going to be picking one of the piles, or even all three of the piles. The first pile, pile 1, is going to be this circle and rainbow, circular rainbow. This is going to be pile 1. Let me bring it up close so you can see it. And it's 5:15 minutes, for those of you who are wanting to know. Excuse me, and I've just sneezed. That could be another sign for you, 5:15 and a sneeze. And a blessing. Pile 2, we have 2 palm trees, or one palm tree coming out of another palm tree. Pile 2. All right, that's pile 2. And it's 5:44 time. 5:44 time. Okay, that could be a message for you or a sign to help you pick your pile. And we have the cactus for pile 3 in a pink pot. Pile 3, cactus in a pink pot. Pile 3, and it's 6:05 on the timer. 6:05 on the timer. Okay, so you can select all of the piles, or you can listen to one pile each. Or if you're finding it really difficult to select your pile, just go to a number generator online between 1 and 3, and hopefully the number generator will help you to select your pile. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with pile 1. Okay, pile 1. We'll start with the archetype cards. So we're going to have one archetype card for your situation. There's a few that came out, but I'm just going to take one. And it's going to be this one here. Okay. So pile 1, general love messages, what you need to know, what's happening in this connection. We have the cave. All right. So the time of this reading, I'm filming in the morning, so the light can be quite bright as it's coming in from the east, and I'm facing east. So if you find it difficult to look at the video, that's totally fine, or you're mesmerized by the light, that's fine. Or just listen to my voice to carry the message through for you. So we have the cave. We have 2 eyes here as well, looking through from the darkness in this card. We have the Roman numerals of 30 and 2, so that's 32. This can be your age, this could be your favorite number. 32 adds up to 9, sorry, 32 adds up to 5. For some reason, number 9 came through. Number 9 is Virgo energy in the major arcana. So that's the Hermit, and we have the Cave. Yeah, so there could be something here. Maybe you are a Virgo, or the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. So you could be either of those, or you might be dealing with those signs. Where you've been inwards for a bit, maybe you've been single for a bit, maybe you're part of the LGBTQ+ community. With the rainbow here, we're going to go deeper and have a look at some more cards. But it feels like there's something here that's been hidden, or maybe you've been hiding, maybe you've been a bit secretive. You know, Pisces energy can be quite secretive as well. The hand gesture is quite interesting, isn't it? It's like it's going like this. Can you see that? So yeah, there could be something here where you're needing to look inwards, or maybe having to protect yourself and go inwards in a situation with regards to love. Or maybe you've been doing that, maybe you've been quite self-preserving, I'm hearing. Or maybe quite guarded. I don't really get the energy of guarded so much. It's more, I feel like you've been looking inwards, and you've been also looking out and seeing what your options are, but maybe not making any moves or advances towards people that you like. Or I'm kind of picking up on someone who is single, but it may not necessarily be the case. You could also be a very spiritual person as well. All right, pile 1. We also have this light coming through from the north. So you could have a North Star, maybe you've had a guiding light recently to help you with your relationships. And I just want to say, outside the window, there's a cross section of two, you know, when planes cross over, I can see a kiss sign in the sky. Now, where I live in the countryside, it's there's not much air traffic. So if there is air traffic, it's private planes. And we have this, you know, cross section of two kisses in the sky. So two airplanes that may have crossed each other. So maybe it's something where there's a star-crossed lover situation where you are attracted to someone, you like someone, you love someone who's a complete opposite of you, or there may be some obstacle in the way. This could be a twin flame situation as well. All right, we're using the Psychic Tarot. I'm just going to get one more card. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, we've got 2 and 2. 22 here. I feel like you're very connected with Spirit. Even if you don't feel like you are a spiritual person, I feel like you are very connected, because we have 2 and 2. 22 is a synchronistic sign, and it's 11:17 at the time of this reading. So I feel like 11:17, I also feel like a portal may have opened up for you during the Lionsgate portal, which was on the 8th of August, and it's now actually the time of this reading, it's the 11th of August. So this period between the 8th and the 11th of August, Lionsgate portal, you could also be a Leo, is a very symbolic time for you, where you're going inwards, possibly in order to find the answers, or even find the right person that you want to be with, or persons, people, LGBTQ plus included, you know, non-monogamous and monogamous situations, relationships. Sorry, excuse me. And yeah, you could be sort of like reevaluating and reviewing and analysing, you know, who you want to really commit to as your main person. So when we have 22, so I feel like mainly you're wanting a true love connection. 22 in numerology is balance in love, but also true love, at least for me as a reader. So you're wanting a true love connection, you're wanting a true love playmate, I'm hearing. Yeah, so 22 could be significant, 32 could be significant. Maybe something important may have happened when you were 32. 3 and 2, as I said before, adds up to 5. And 5 is all about change and happy surprises, but also can be difficult changes too, where we're needing to shift out of something and actually accept that something has changed, something is over, and now we're needing to move forward. I just realised there's like tiny little cobwebs on my windowsill, which is really annoying because I'm a very meticulous and clean person, and I think there could be what should we call it, daddy long legs, because the type of spider web that it is, it's like they're really thin. Daddy long legs spider webs are like really thin. But of course you can never find them. So that could be significant too, where you're looking at something, you're looking at love as an illusory thing, or you've known exactly what you've wanted, but you could never really find it. It was sort of intangible. Maybe pole 1, maybe that's something that you've been dealing with. I'm also seeing someone who may wish to get married or have a really important ceremony and you know, declaration of love between two people. Again, you know, even in a polyamory situation, there's the main person, because we have rings here, we have a commitment. You could also be coming out of a relationship or even a marriage, and now you're learning actually you want to go inwards and you know, really find out who you are, so that you know who you get to be with, because that's also important too. Because, you know, let's just look just really quickly, let's like look back and review. Maybe this is what you've been doing. Look back and review the people that you used to date and go out with, even when you were a teenager. You know, they're not people that you would necessarily go out with in like now, today, at the age that you are today, or in the situation that you are today, just in your life. And it's because you've changed, because you've shifted. And because at that time you wanted to be with those people because A, they were attractive, there was lots of hormones when you were a teenager that, you know, kind of dictated your lust and confusion with lust and love for those people. But also you were operating on a level vibrationally that reflected the people that you used to date. So how you were then is, you know, not who you are now. I feel like that has some relevance. So this card here, excuse me, has a person here who's looking at these portals. Again, we've got portal energies and we have an open door. I do feel like there's an opportunity for you that's coming through with love if you've been unsuccessful with love, or you're wanting a relationship, a connection that's important to you, that's a true love situation. There is something else, something happening and something else opening up for you, for those of you who've been single, or an opportunity for those who've been wanting love for a while and have been single and have been hermiting, I'm hearing. We've got prosperity, we've got, you know, money here, and then we've also got, you know, the rings here, and then here we have, you know, this plant, and we have this person here kind of, again, sort of hermit mode coming into this, you know, I've got choices here, movement, choices and decisions. And they're actually also holding a pearl, by the way, for those of you who can see, even with the light, they're holding a pearl. So they're recognizing something that is of importance. Now, how I've written it down in my notebook, the cards that are coming out in the Psychic Tarot is, this would be you and your energy, and this would be essentially and potentially the person or people that you're dealing with. So this is their energy. So this is your energy, movement, choices and decisions, and this would be their energy. So if you have someone in mind already, or if you are in a connection with someone already, this is their energy, which is the waiting game. Okay, and we have you know, a timer here with a plant and roots and a tree that's growing, and a person that's on their own they're part of their own solar system, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that with the light there. They're part of their own solar system. So I feel, pile one, that you know your worth, at least now, you holding the pearl. You have choices. I feel like you're people that have a lot of choices, particularly if you are an LGBTQ plus community and you are polyamorous. I feel like you have lots of choices, and I feel like actually you have like a mystery about you that's very mysterious and alluring and very attractive to a lot of people. And I feel like you actually attract a lot of admirers, Pearl One. So I wouldn't be surprised that you have lots of choices. I do feel like you want it all. I feel like you want a strong commitment with someone that is of value. And that you have a ceremony with someone that you love and you care for. So in front of your friends and family, or people that are chosen family, you know, some sort of ceremony. Or marriage, you know. Exchange of vows, I'm hearing. You could also be meeting someone at work, or maybe you've met someone at work already with the coins. And you're wanting something to be nurturing with the plant. So you could be already starting a connection, and it's growing into something that's very positive and it has a lot of potential, that will eventually lead to marriage, I feel, or at least a ceremony of like exchange of vows. But I also feel like you want to go slow as well with this connection. And the person that you're dealing with, or people that you're dealing with here, I feel their energy, they also want to go slow. They're wanting to have a they're wanting to go slow. They're wanting to nurture this connection, or they're wanting to nurture a connection, and maybe they haven't made any advances towards you at all. If you are single and you just have a crush on someone, for example, or the person that you're dealing with, they're kind of, it's giving me the Hanged Man energy. So someone who's kind of at a standstill and maybe needing to see a different perspective. Okay, this message that I'm about to impart is not going to resonate with all of you, But what I'll say is that some of you may be in a connection with someone where there was potential and growth, but then suddenly it stopped. Maybe there was like a lack of communication, or maybe one of you had withdrawn. Maybe they withdrew from the connection. Maybe they themselves had to do some soul searching. Again, this is a general reading, so just, you know, take it with a pinch of salt as well. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Wow, the heart chakra. So pole 1, definitely you're healing your heart from something and moving into something that's going to be healing for your heart, I think. I also feel that for you, pole 1, we have 4. I think, yeah, 4 is archangel number. So I actually feel like you could be a healer yourself. We have wisdom here underneath that, which would be the Hierophant, typically, which would be the Taurus energy. I feel like you are people who like to settle down, or you like to have comfort. I feel like one of your love languages, pole 1, is, you know, is physical touch, you know, acts of kindness and service, making food for other people. You know, physical intimacy is your love language, literally. And I feel like maybe you've been healing your heart. Maybe that's why you had to go into the cave for a while. This could have been beforehand, maybe like 4 years ago, where you had some sort of like, you know, spiritual download from spirit that was like, okay, you need a time out. Maybe you need to be single for a while and just go inwards and really work out what you want. Okay, because whatever has been going on in your life with connections and love wasn't working. And so you had to like readdress a few things by going inwards. I do also feel like, you know, true love is something that is really important to you and that you really want. Sorry, excuse me. Sneeze again, like I did in the intro. I feel that once people get to know you, pole 1, you're very loving people. And maybe people have taken advantage of that in the past. And I feel like, you know, you want to make sure that the next connection that you're with, or the person that you are with already, is someone who's going to nurture your heart space, and is going to respect your heart space, and is going to be on the same page, because I feel like commitment is important to you, at least an important commitment. And one that isn't hidden. So one where both of you, or the people that you are with, in a connection, you're not afraid to like come out in public, you know, together. That you're not afraid to like, you know, show a bit of PDA, you know, like physical touch, physical demonstrations of affection, PDA, physical demonstrations of affection. And maybe you're also wanting to work with and collaborate with the people that you love as well. Maybe this is about setting up a project together, you know. So I feel like you're actually really wanting to attract, or at least in your heart space, you're wanting a community with this person. It's not like all these people. It's not like you're wanting to be saved, or you're wanting this person or these people to be everything for you, because that can be quite suffocating for the people involved. But I do feel like deep down these are really your feelings, and maybe when people get to know you, they realize actually you're very deep. I'm also picking up on Scorpio energy as well. You're very deep people. You have very strong values, maybe even traditional values, with the exchange of rings or vows or ribbons, you know, tying of knots. Is a ceremonial thing. It's a spiritual thing, you know, where you hold each other's hands, and there's a red string that, you know, connects both of you in ceremony. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on pole 1. So I feel like their energy is like, wait, maybe I need to address a few things. Maybe they are thinking, well, I do want to nurture this, but maybe I need to look inwards and actually see, you know, am I nurturing myself, is what their energy is, at least what I'm picking up on. Maybe I need more time, is what I'm picking up on. maybe you're transforming them. Maybe you have strong Scorpio in your chart where you're, or Pluto energy, where you're transforming them through your own principles, existence, ethics, way of being. That's very Scorpio energy. So maybe like, oh, I really want this, but actually maybe they're waiting. And saying, actually, maybe I need to put this on hold for a minute because I need to see if this is really what I want in general, but also with you. Maybe this person or these people that you're dealing with have been waiting for you for a long time. Maybe they themselves also have a family, because the tree is also family. Maybe they themselves have been looking inwards, or, you know, going to ancestry.com and figuring out who their lineage is, who they are. I've got a friend of mine called Polly, who I've known since school, since I was like 11 or 12. And she's been doing ancestry.com, and the amount of people that she's connected to is incredible. I'm sure she won't mind me sharing. But one of the people that she's connected to is Edgar Allan Poe, which is absolutely amazing. And it totally makes sense. Like, the people that she's connected to in her ancestry totally makes sense, because she's actually like a neo-goth. She's quite gothic. And it would totally make sense. And I feel like these people that you're dealing with are maybe like going back in their ancestry. Maybe they themselves are booking a mediumship reading with me to connect with, you know, their ancestors. To find out really who they are, because when you connect with your ancestors through like genealogy, or talking to other family members, and receiving stories from them, or going to a medium like myself and like receiving direct phone call, you know, with them through channeling, you really understand about who you are. And maybe this is something that you've been doing, or maybe this is something you're encouraging them to do. Maybe they are an orphan, or they're adopted. Okay, we're going sideways a little bit, but I just thought I'd mention that because it could be of relevance. So maybe they themselves need to like figure out who they actually are, so they can figure out what they want. Okay, maybe this is something that you've told them, like, go and take a time out, figure out who you are, so that you know what you want. And if you come back to me with the same energy, with you know, we're on the same page, then great, we can move forward. Let's have a look at the Romance Angels cards. We're going to get 4 cards from the Romance Angels and see what the Romance Angels say. So the first card we have is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. All right, so we have that. I don't know, I felt like reading early in the morning. And of course in the morning the light is very, very bright. So I'm hoping you're able to see it. But let me just pick up the booklet. All right, pay attention to the red flags. Okay. 3 more cards, please, Spirit. Codependency. Keep an open mind. 1 more, please. One more, please, Romance Angels. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ooh, calling in your soulmate. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you right now is pile 1. You have been paying attention to the red flags, I feel. You have been. That's why you've been going inwards. Now, this could be now, this could have been before. You're very attentive and very observant people because of the experiences that you've had, pile 1, is what I'm picking up on. All right, so you do pick up on people's red flags before they hurt you, before they've approached you. I do feel like you've dealt with some inner wounds that you've had to heal because of your relationships. You know, strong Scorpio energy I'm picking up on, which can deal with trauma, maybe even through childhood or through other relationships. You might have like strong Mars placement in Scorpio, or strong Pluto, dominant Pluto placements, or you may have dominant Uranus placements as well, I'm picking up on. You may also have strong Venus placements, dominant Venus placements too, all right? You can work this out by, you know, basically going to astro.com, and if you know the time, the exact time of your birth, like within 15-minute increment, you're able to work out your whole natal chart, and it's completely for free. So I would go and do it if you haven't done it. Maybe, I feel like you have. I feel like you're quite spiritual and like into these things. Pile one. So yeah, I feel like you've been paying attention to the red flags, and you're very cautious. All right, you're very cautious. We have codependency. So you could have been dealing with people that have been codependent with you, or maybe you have been codependent with them in other relationships, you know. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could also be people in your work life as well who've been very addictive, or have codependent energy because you're quite a caring person. I feel like they maybe have taken advantage of your sweet nature, I'm hearing. But also you could be in a situation, or you're dealing with someone who, or you may have, do you remember, this is general reading, you may have dealt with someone who was showing some signs of an addiction somehow. I'm also picking up on Capricorn energy as well. Saturn energy, you may have strong dominant Saturn placements as well, by the way. When I mention these things, it's just, you know, as hints that could resonate with you. Also, you may have told someone, like, I need a timeout because you're showing some signs of addiction or codependency with me and I can't handle that. Maybe this is something you said. So the romance angels are saying that you're doing well by paying attention to the red flags, okay? So you're doing well by being cautious, not overly cautious. I don't feel like I'm picking up on overly cautious people, but you're doing well by being cautious with people's energy and their approach towards you. It's good to be healthy and to look after your heart in that situation, in that way. And I also feel like the romance angels are saying that you've been dealing with codependent people, and you have also dealt with codependency with other people because this is a childhood wound or trauma that you've experienced through your childhood, and you've been doing a lot of healing in your heart space with regards to worthiness in particular. Keep an open mind. All right, so your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I actually feel like, and calling in your soulmate, these two cards are related, all right? So I feel like as you've been spending time inward and going within for however long, maybe 4 years you've been single and have been abstinent, I'm hearing, or you've just been, you have a good way of just going really deep into your spiritual practice, and that could be like 3 days of intense care in the sense of spiritual meditation, going within. That can be so deep, it can equate to someone going inwards for 4 years, you know, for you. So as you've been doing that, and you've been going inwards and looking after yourself and valuing and readdressing what you really want in a love situation, you have been calling your soulmate. You want, as I said before at the very beginning, you're wanting a true love. But just know, your romance angels are saying that they may turn up as people that you don't expect. Again, the star-crossed lovers energy, where these are people who are just the complete opposite of you. There's a difference. There could be an age difference. You could be different races, different cultures. You maybe speak different languages, you know. Say, for example, one is polyamorous and the other one is monogamous, you know. Like, how do you negotiate around that, you know, as well, for example? That's what I'm picking up on. But I do feel like eventually you're going to come into contact with your true love. I don't know whether you're with someone already who is that, but you hold the energy, and holding space for true love is going to attract that. Again, if you want a direct private reading with me, you can book directly on the website. Let's just have a look for a sneak peek. Wow. So the bottom of the deck, we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So what you're leaving behind are people who are wanting something from you and aren't honest. You know, people who are very deceptive, they use trickery, they maybe use mind games, I'm hearing. And again, you deserve love. You are lovable. I'm picking up on Sagittarius too with a bow and arrow. So you could have Sagittarius or strong Jupiter placements. So yeah, you are very expansive, and I feel like you are very attentive, and you kind of very observant. You analyze people a little bit too, and you're quite practical as well. So picking up on Jupiter, Capricorn, Pluto, Scorpio, Pisces and Virgo energies, as well as Sagittarius. Maybe for some of you Aries as well, but you don't have to be these signs. There could also be a bit of Gemini there, so maybe you vocalize these things. All right, so yeah, I feel like you're moving into an energy of true love, because that's really what your heart space is wanting. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at the playing cards, which they're playing cards that I've had in my lineage, in my family for 40 years almost. So we're going to use them, and they're sort of one of a kind designs by Erte, the artist, and a collaboration with his estate and Alfred Dunhill of London, and it's based on the opera La Traviata. They're playing cards, right? So let's go and have a look and see. And I thought they'd be quite fun because they're sort of whimsical. So let's have a look at the playing cards for pile 1. Please, Spirit. Let me just put all of this up here a little bit. So, okay. Okay, one more, please. Okay, that's a lot. 4 of Cups. Okay. Oh, let me just pull them out and then I'll show you. There's a lot of cards, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna put them over here. All right. Okay, hopefully you can see them. Just zoom in. I'm not going to bring them up fully, but hopefully you can see them. So what we have here, in the bottom of the deck, we have the two of Swords reversed. Okay, so what we have here is, as you know, I don't usually read reversals, but I feel like with this deck I have to use reversals. We have the 7 of Cups, 7 of Hearts reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed. We have the Ace of Hearts upright. We have the 4 of Hearts upright. We have the we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the 6 of Wands reversed, the 2 of Hearts upright, the 9 of Pentacles reversed, the 2 of Pentacles or 2 of Coins upright, and we have the King of Pentacles upright. Okay, so what this is saying to me is that people didn't respect your boundaries here with this. I feel with the 7 of Cups is coming across as the 7 of Wands for me. So the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like, sorry, 7 of Hearts, you may have been under some illusion in love before, and I feel like you're now being more practical. Okay, with the Queen of Swords reversed, in your past you would say yes a lot and you wouldn't put your boundaries up and say no, and people took advantage of your kindness. Remember, I did pick up on that. Okay, and that's a red flag that you're already aware of with people too, taking advantage of you in one way or another, capacity or another. With the Ace of Cups, you're wanting a new connection. I do feel like there is an energy here in your present moment where there's an excitement for love, especially here with the heart chakra. There's a new love, there's an energy of new love, there's an energy of true love around you. At least this is what you offer. You're kind of in the energy of someone who comes into a room and you like bring the energy of new love and new feelings to people. Yeah. This is also spiritual awakening. We have the Four of Hearts, which would be maybe there's been some boredom, or again, I feel like maybe this is what we're dealing with right now, is there's been a slow period in your love life where someone said, I need a time out. This could also be, you know, maybe you're not seeing the potential of a connection right now, or maybe there's been some missed chances or opportunities in love. With the Knight of Pentacles reversed, people would rush into a connection with you rather than taking it slow and nurturing. And I feel like whoever you're dealing with right now, if you are dealing with them or you have a crush on them, their energy is let's take it slow. So that's a good sign, isn't it? Six of Wands reversed would be, usually an upright would be you know, victory and success, and you know, being appraised and applauded. And I feel like you're paying attention to red flags where people don't necessarily applaud you, don't appreciate you. You're picking up on red flags and people who don't even honor themselves and honor you. Okay, the Six of Wands reversed, as I said before, and the two of Hearts upright is a true love connection. You know, where you're wanting to be on the same page with people. You're wanting a connection where two hearts beat as one. It's an easy flow here. It's a true love connection. That's what you're wanting, and that's what you've been calling in during your times of meditation. So that's beautiful energy. You're wanting a partnership, a unified love, mutual attraction as well. You could also already have met this person where you feel, or these people where you feel a mutual love and connection. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is, I don't feel like you're going to be single for very much longer, because I feel like you are going to be in the connection that you're really wanting and desiring from your heart space. And I just heard true love's kiss, by the way. I just heard true love's kiss. So you're quite romantic. Cinderella energy as well, the true love's kiss, Snow White energy. You know, you want a love that revives you. You know, you don't want people to save you, but you want a love that revives you. And then lastly, we have the Two of Pentacles upright. So there's a balance between both of you. There could be Libra energy here as well. And the King of Pentacles upright is, you know, you're wanting the one. You know, you're wanting someone who's going to be stable, who's going to be there, you know, your ride or die, is going to be there for the long run. So whatever you're doing right now by going inwards and reevaluating what you truly want, is going to be paying off in the future, and you're going to have what you want, you're going to have what you desire. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords reverse. So I feel like you used to not speak out with, you know, for the things that you actually really wanted before. All right, so that's cool. That's great that the cards are ringing true, aren't they? Okay, let's have a look now at the love notes. Let me just put this away. Oh, look, we have true love, and we have the religious factors that came out too. So, you know, there could be, again, a difference between you both. There could even be a religious factor. All right. But you are attracting true love in your life. So that's good news. It's another confirmation. All right. So we're going to have a look at the love notes, as I said. And the charms. Okay, so we'll look at the love notes first. For pile 1, please. Let me just look at my notes and see that I'm doing everything as I plan to do it. Yeah, love notes from your person. Yeah, love notes from your person. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, 1 fell out. This one too. Again, just take it as a pinch of salt, you know, with a pinch of salt, please. If it resonates with you, please do press the like button. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like a private reading or booking with me, you can find the details down below. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, so love notes from your person or people of interest or the person that you're already with. We have the Five of Hearts. I really tried to make it work. I gave and I gave, but maybe that's a problem. Love sucks. Everyone is out to get me. Okay, so maybe your person was dealing with people who made them feel bad for being themselves, you know. Maybe they let go of people or someone who didn't appreciate them. This could also be them, you know, releasing victimhood mentality as well, and maybe understanding that they don't have to overgive or give to someone who isn't being reciprocal with their energy. Messages from your person, we have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So again, we have another Ace of Cups, which we had in the playing cards. I want to love you. I want to start loving you. I want to open my heart with you. Let's start fresh. Okay, so you have a new love energy, new feelings are coming through here. So new love energy here, beautiful. They want to start fresh with you. And we have, maybe if there's been a separation or, you know, a breakup with you. I didn't get the breakup. I felt like maybe there was this moment of standstill and they needed to go inwards. Ten of Pentacles, I want it all with you. Wow. I want it all with you. The house, the babies, the pets, the lot. So maybe they needed to go inwards themselves in order to realize and recognize, actually, this is what I want. I'm ready to start a family. Maybe you gave them an ultimatum. I'm ready to start a family. I feel mature and financially and emotionally stable, open for this. Wow. So that was the King of Pentacles that came out in the playing cards. Beautiful. And then we have the Two of Cups, Two of Hearts, which came out in the playing cards too. Let's go on a date. Let's hang out. I want to meet you and tell you something. You are so special to me. Let's link up. Wow. Okay. So now we're going to have a look at the charms. Okay, so the charms we have for you, pile one, is this heart. We have a locket. Okay, so we have someone who has a lot of love for you. We have a locket here. Maybe they're needing to unplug themselves from a connection to be with you. We have the safety pin. This person, you're going to feel very safe around them. They're very healing as well. And I also feel like you're going to be in a connection with them. You know, it's going to be official. I also see here with this this ribbon, I also feel like they're wanting a ceremony and a tying of knots, an exchange of vows. This person may have been dealing with a disease, or like that's maybe where the healing, the time out came out, where they had to heal something that was very painful. They're recovering. Dragonfly energy reminds me of imagination. So this person is quite imaginative and creative. And then we have here, we have the rocking horse. This is also an indication of children. Maybe they were like toing and froing and they weren't sure whether they wanted to commit, and now they do want to commit. Severing ties here with the scissors as well. All right, severing ties with the scissors. You're also cutting people out who don't really resonate with you and don't serve you. People particularly who are addictive. You may have cut out family members who, you know, are dealing with addictions of some sort or codependency. And then we have the leaf and the vine here, which talks to me about growth. So you're wanting to nurture and have something that's nurturing. And then last but not least, we have the anchor. So you're wanting stability in your life and a relationship too, which is beautiful. The charms are saying it too. So pole one, that's all I have for you. Again, if you'd like a mediumship reading, a mediumship session with me, I'm providing the service for £30 for 30 minutes. So yeah, go ahead and book. Go directly to the website and book ahead of time before you know, the sale runs out. It's a new service. Please do press the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. You know, I say it a lot, but it really does make a difference. Thank you so much. And if you want to go to pole 2 and pole 3, I can meet you there or see you in another reading. Thank you so much. God bless. Mwah. Take care. Bye for now. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So for those of you who chose pile 2 with the palm tree coming out of the other palm, this is going to be your reading. Okay, all about your general love situation, whether you're in a situationship with a person already, you're just crushing on someone, or it's complicated. This will be your reading. what you need to know and what's happening in this connection. It's about a 1 month prediction, timeless reading, all right? So we're going to begin by using the archetype cards by Kim Krantz. Okay, what's the general message for those who chose pole 2? I'm naturally just going to say that naturally picking up on someone who has children or wants to have children. I'm picking up on Empress energy, you know, the major arcana of the Empress. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. Mother energy, nurturing energy. It's like you have a child within you, or you're wanting children, you're wanting to adopt, or you have children already. You have a little soul tribe of your own, you're like nuclear family, or this is maybe what you're wanting. That's what I'm picking up on. What? Pole 2, you also have the cave, which came out in pile 1, by the way. So pile 2, as I mentioned in pile 1, this is someone who's been going inwards. I picked up on Virgo energy, and the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. So you could be a Pisces too, you could be dealing with those signs. We have in Roman numerals 30 and 2, so 32. 32 could be your age, or something very like important happened when you were 32. 3 and 2 adds up to 5, so changes, happy changes, or changes that need to happen. Also, what I mentioned, so I feel like you could also resonate with pile 1, by the way. You may want to listen to pile 1 too. But we have nature around this individual. We have 2 eyes here, so they're peeking through the darkness. So you've been going inwards in order to find, you know, really what truly matters, and maybe you've been doing a bit of self-preservation and protecting your space. Maybe it's about learning how to put boundaries up. Maybe you've been getting some intuitive hits as well with the star here and the crown chakra energy, or maybe you've been really following your intuitive abilities and powers. Maybe you're very spiritual, pile 2. Maybe you also have a main guide, a North Star, that's been helping you with your spiritual practice, or you know, feeling out people's energies as well. So you're very intuitive, pile 2. Interesting how we have the same card. I'm just like gobsmacked. Let's have a look at the Psychic Tarot for further messages. Maybe some of you are single and are wanting to be in a connection or relationship that values you. I'm hearing that values you. I also feel like you're quite independent people, pile 2. You're quite independent people. You're very observant, pile 2. Very, very observant. We have love begins. We have the Ace of Cups, typically. Now, I don't know if it's going to be as long as the other reading in pile 1, but we'll get the messages that need to come through. For those of you who can't see very well, or for those of you who are distracted by the changing of the light here, it's currently morning time. It's 8:45 in the morning, and I'm facing the east. I'm currently facing the east. So it can be quite bright. Just listen to my voice, all right? So 3 cards came out. So I'm just going to show you these other cards. So the main card is Crown Chakra. Wow. Victory and Success. Okay, they're telling me, okay. Wisdom. Deception and Envy. Wow. All right. So the main card is Crown Chakra and Love Begins. The 2 main cards. And we have Victory and Success, Wisdom, and Deception and Envy. All right. Pile 2. So straight off the bat, what I'm seeing here is that there are people here who, if you are already in a connection, you've started a connection with someone, they are your true love, your true match. We have the Ace of Cups here, essentially. You also have very psychic abilities with this person. You're very connected. You don't have to say very much. Again, you are very psychic. You feel their energy. There's a psychic connection between both of you. This is a real, I feel, what I'm picking up on is a divine love. There are people around you I'm picking up on a power couple because, as I said at the beginning, there's Empress energy here, and the counterpart to the Empress would be the Emperor. I'm picking up on power couple energy, pole 2 here, especially here, victory and success. You're both very successful. You could be very well known. You could be in the spotlight, pole 2, but you're needing to be quite secretive about your private life, particularly in your love situation. You're both quite wise. You're very wise people. You are already committed to each other. You could have the letter F in your name, F for Foxtrot in your name. You give advice. You give sage advice to people as well. I'm picking up on. You could be married to this person, or you're wanting marriage with the Hierophant card. But there are going to be people that are going to be envious of this connection. There's jealousy here. I'm picking up on. It's 6:22 on the timer here, so you're just going to have to balance, you know, your work and play life, but also your private and public life. So your public life is your persona, and your work life and your work life is the persona, but there's public, persona, and there's private, which is true and spiritual. So just making sure that you're not like over posting on social media about what's happening, or, you know. So I think it's important to have privacy, because I'm sort of picking up on the evil eye here that people are wanting to emit. So I'm just going to put those 3 there, so that I'm just reminded that that is there. But the main energy here is what we're going to look into. So in this card here, we have you and their energy. So you're someone who is very loving. It's very obvious that you're very loving people, pole 2, to others. And you're also very creative, pole 2. You're very spiritual and very intuitive here with the Ace of Cups. You're also very nurturing and very fair in love, pole 2. I feel like your aura is very green. And I feel like you've always wanted this. You've always wanted to be with someone that you really truly match energetically in your heart space. But generally speaking, for those of you who are single and have been single for a while, or just been doing a lot of introspection, pole 2, I feel like what's changing for you with number 5 that I mentioned earlier is there's the new love coming in for you, you know, and this is a blessing from spirit. There are going to be new emotions taking place. I also feel like there's independence here too, because there's one tree over here and another tree over there, but you both meet halfway in order to create a nice little stream that is very replenishing to the soul. So I actually feel like you're going to be with someone who's going to be your true match. And this is what you've always wanted. We have a rainbow here as well, which is indicating joy and harmony. It's the energy of the 10 of Cups, which would be alignment, bliss, a blissful relationship, a divine love. So there's no codependency here. You're both like nurturing. You're both nurturing yourself in your heart space individually. I also feel like you're meeting someone who's been doing a lot of inner work too on their heart space. And you come together already having dealt with some difficult issues with regard to past lovers, past relationships. And now you're both ready to be and embark on the journey of love together, I'm hearing. Their energy is the crown chakra, which is amazing. So their energy is very intuitive. Now, this is someone who could be a spiritual leader. This could be a guru, someone who teaches about spiritual practices. This is someone who's very spiritually evolved, or at least they're coming across that way. I feel like if this is a spiritual leader, this is going to be their last incarnation on this planet, beautiful planet Earth. Pile 2. I just saw 1001 as well on the timer. Yeah, they could be a life path number 7. They see you as the one as well. I also feel like you could be embarking, both of you, on a spiritual journey together as a way of life, but also as a way of being, but also as a practice in business. So you could be like, both of you could be life coaches, spiritual teachers, yogi, yogini. This person is very, very, very in tune. I'm also picking up on ascended mastery. So this person is a very ascended, they're very stellar, they come into a room and they've really understood a lot about the spiritual laws. So I just saw in my mind's eye Russell Brand. So he's someone, as an example, not that we should ever idolize, you know, our leaders, you know, or people like him, like celebrities, but he is someone, Russell Brand is someone who has really transmuted their ways of being in the world into someone who's very spiritually evolved, and they are an embodiment of service. So, you know, they are people who are giving to the community, you know, are connecting, are awakening people. And I feel like your person, or the people that you're dealing with, LGBTQ plus obviously included, all in my readings. And this is a 1 month prediction, by the way, so, but it's timeless. So no matter when you're tuning into this video, hopefully it will resonate with you. And if it is resonating so far, please press the like button down below and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. Yeah, we have someone who has a very open third eye, a very intuitive, imaginative, creative, maybe even flamboyant, you know, Russell Brand, going back, is quite a flamboyant person. They're very spiritually evolved and they awaken people, you know, to also become spiritually evolved outside of the matrix, outside of the 3D. Now I'm picking up on a lot from this person. Beautiful energy. Potty, let's have a look at the angel messages. But, you know, with great power comes a lot of responsibilities, we know, but also when you're in the spotlight, there are going to be people who are envious and jealous, you know, that's just a given. And I feel like both of you are already pretty famous or pretty well known in your line of work. But I also feel like your person, or the main person that you're dealing with, is very aware of this energy, and they have a way of like spiritually cleansing or protecting both of you from the evil eye. So they may have some ritual, but I feel like you're kind of unharmed. All right, so pole 2, we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right, pole 2. Let's have 3 more cards. Unicorn, we have the unicorn here. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Pile 2. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. One more card, please, Romance Angels. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. All right, beautiful. Let's just have a look at the bottom of the deck. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Which would make sense, I feel. And we have, this could be the one. So, and we have reconciliation underneath the deck. So I actually feel like you've already met someone who could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. You're also going through a time, or you've been through a time period where you've been, you know, going within to really evaluate and see really what you want in a connection. And I feel like you already know who this person is, basically. You're both pretty unique. You're both very different from, maybe even from each other, but you're very different from society's norm. So again, I'm picking up on power couple energy, because power couples are very rare to actually see and meet and know, by the way, that are in healthy balance, you know. You want examples? I just heard you want examples. An example of a power couple dynamic would be two people who are in the spotlight, who are healing. Basically, they're walking what they preach, you know. I feel like, I'm not going to say who they are, but I feel like you already have examples of that in your life, maybe even on social media. Maybe maybe you don't have that around you. Maybe you weren't brought up with parents who were power couples. But maybe this is part of your, I feel like this is part of your life purpose, is you get to be with someone who is also teaching the word, I'm hearing. And therefore you become like a megalith, I just heard, of pure potentiality. So it's quite a cosmic connection, I feel, both of you, or between you and the people that you're dealing with. And there's something about both of you where you're changing other people's lives in a good way. So I feel like you have more good than bad. And I feel like you carry a lot of light and share a lot of light with people. And of course, you know, and wisdom and victory, and you're very successful. You also can be very attractive, you know, and there's going to be people that are going to hate. Pole 2. No, so number 1 and number 7 could be significant. 1 and 7 adds up to 17, which would be the star card in the major arcana. So that is someone who's in the spotlight, and people who are very like out of reach, you know. So people, you give hope to people, both of you. I feel like you're already connected with this person spiritually, but it's maybe a question of physicalizing this love between both of you, actually being in a connection with this person. I feel like both of you already know that you're both very special to each other, and that you both are working on changing and activating something within each other, which then also activates and changes the energies of people around you. I'm picking up on Venusian energy, so Venus energy. You may have very strong dominant Venus energy. I'm picking up on very beautiful people, like very classically attractive in Western, the ideals of beauty. But either way, you're also very unconventional. Like you may also have unconventional, beautiful traits, or attractive. You're both very attractive. You carry a lot of attraction and magnetism around you. And you're very rare, like you're one of a kind, both of you. And the fact that both of you meet and actually come together eventually in this lifetime, which is something you do every lifetime, by the way. And always after a time of maybe like abstinence, or after a time of being single. It's always around the same time period in every lifetime. It's like, oh, I found you again, you know. It's like a miracle in itself. You're both unicorns. Like, what are the odds of meeting one unicorn, or and what are the odds of actually 2 unicorns being together? That's amazing. I love that. Maybe you've had to like dim your light to fit in, pole 2, and you can't do that. Like, the unicorn can easily come out of this cage, come out of the zoo. And I feel like you are being looked at. You've been looked at weirdly differently your whole life, pole 2. Pole 2, I feel like you've tried to fit in, but it just wasn't possible because you're a unicorn. You're a rare breed. You're a rare specimen, pole 2. And when you're a rare specimen, people want to be around your energy. They want to be with you. They like to look cool with you. And maybe your last person, your ex, was someone who was like that, who, you know, wanted to cage you in and just like control you and hurt you, essentially, and not allow you to be yourself, or definitely there's a need to release your ex. So this could be a ritual that you could be doing by burning a note or paper, or like writing something down about the things that you wanted to say to your ex and then you burnt it. Maybe doing a ritual or a cord cutting ceremony, which would be a good idea for you to do. Particularly now at the time of this reading, it's Lionsgate, so it's Lionsgate portal at this time. So this could be something that you could be doing. I also do feel like forgiving and learning in this situation is going to be something that's going to be hard with regards to your ex for you, because I feel like this person really didn't treat you fairly. I feel like this person had ulterior motives, or this ex of yours was maybe quite obsessive over you, or enamored or entranced by your rarity, your beauty, you're a rare specimen, pile 2. And maybe there's something here where you found it really difficult to let go of this past connection, but now it's really time to let go, you know, because I feel like there's an energy here of someone new who's coming in who really, really loves you already, intuitively and spiritually, and both of you are going to be moving mountains and shaking up the waters a lot, you know, in society in general. So it's really time to do that now. Release your ex now, so that you can be with your person, you know, in a, you know, sooner than later. So you're both also forgiving and learning from people who have hurt you in past relationships. I feel like you've had a bad stint of relationships in general. You've had more exes than you've had you know, long-term relationships. I feel like they burnt quickly also, you know. You also fall in love with love. I feel like both of you fall in love with love. You know, it's funny because in my notebook I've put, you know, this is your energy and this is their energy, but I actually feel like I want to just talk about both of you together, because I feel like you are already in spiritual union with this person. So I don't want to like separate both of you, and I feel like both of you are already in union. So I feel like both of you are already forgiving and learning, or have forgiven and learnt about your experiences. And maybe this is something you're teaching because you've gained wisdom in this situation. And, you know, maybe you're both, for example, love coaches or spiritual teachers, and, you know, or guides to people, or like, yeah, you help others learn how to forgive and not to forget in a situation, but also learn from that experience. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, is that you're needing to forgive and learn from something that was very painful, and then kind of like burn it, cut the cord and let it go. And I feel like with the person that you're going to be with, you're going to be expressing your love with each other, going ahead and making a romantic gesture. I feel like one of you is going to be doing that. I feel like the masculine energy, or even the male in this regardless of gender, the masculine energy in this connection, or in gender, the male in this connection, is going to be expressing their love for you. You know, we have underneath the deck, you know, love yourself first, and this could be the one. So both of you are working on loving yourself primarily. I feel like you both know you're going to eventually move in together. You're both going to be in a connection together, but there's something you need to tweak first, and that is by cutting the cords from an ex and really just moving on from an ex that really hurt you. You know, just releasing them once and for good. I'm not really picking up on any star signs. I don't think it's really relevant in this reading for pole 2, but I feel like your romance angels, the guides around you, are telling you to release your ex and to forgive. So we're using the playing cards deck that I've had in my family for a long time, and the design is by Erte, the artist Erte, and it's the theme of La Traviata, the opera, and it's a collaboration between Alfred Dunhill and Erte, Erte's estate. So you may want to zoom in on this, on the cards here, because I'm not going to be bringing the cards up to the camera. There's one more I think wants to come out. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles. So pile 2, let me just sort a few things out. So we have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Hearts reversed. As you know, I don't read reversals, but with this deck I feel like I can. We have the Ace of Hearts reversed, the Seven of Swords reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, the Knight of Wands. Would it be upright or reversed? The Knight of Wands upright. We have another Knight of Wands upright. You have 2 Knights of Wands upright. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy I'm picking up on now. But I actually feel like both of you are in the spotlight. Absolutely, there's no doubt. The Two of Pentacles reversed. The Joker reversed. The Nine of Wands reversed. The Two of Hearts reversed. The this would be the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Four of Pentacles upright. Okay, so what these cards are telling me, I don't know if you can see it too, or gauge, pile 2, is that in your love life, you've had a really bad luck of it. So, you know, you've had a really bad luck in love, a string of bad luck in love, because you got the Ace of Hearts reversed. In the Seven of Swords reversed and the Three of Swords reversed, it's telling me that people didn't respect your boundaries. They made you feel trapped in a situation that you couldn't get out of, and there was a lot of deception, I feel, betrayal. There's kind of toxic energy here. There could have been, you know, deception, betrayal, people cheating on each other, unhealed wounds. You know, Three of Swords would be heartbreak, emotional pain, but it's in the reverse, which means that you've found it really difficult to let go of, you know, of people, or let go of toxic situations, you know. And again, with the Release Your Ex, that's indicating that too. Is like you need to let go and just heal once and for good your heart space. And I actually feel like maybe your counterpart is maybe intuitively or psychically telling you that that's what you need to do, so that you could be one with them in the physical plane. Now, the Seven of Swords, as I said before, is deceit, deception, and humiliation, even possibly. Betrayal, but maybe you've been wanting, like, attracting these people in your life because that's all you've known. Maybe this is something that comes back from childhood, where you've been suffering from abandonment issues, and you just expect love to be hard and for people to just hurt you and, you know, separate from you with the Three of Swords. So there could have been also a back and forth between the people that you were with before, where they were like breadcrumbing you, or they've been non-committal, or they were unsure. It's like hot and cold energy. And I feel like you've just had really bad luck, you know, with the Ace of Hearts reversed. Now with the two, as I said before, with the Two of Wands reversed, I see that, sorry, the Two of Wands upright in both cases. I feel like both of you shone really brightly individually in other connections, and I feel like it was that, you know, the people that you were with, it was too much for them. Yeah, like your starlight energy, your shine, your brightness was too much for them. And I feel like that's not on you, that's on them. It's saying more about them than it is about you. And I feel like when you both come together physically in the physical world, I feel like some of you could be in a connection with this person already. Some of you are going to be in a connection with this person, and you already know who this person I'm talking about. Also, I want to say there's a big fluffy cloud and it's a heart. And it's just moving forward, and it's like an arrow as well. So, and it's coming in from the right and it's going toward the left with the help of the wind. So I feel like love is on its way. It's coming in very, very quickly, actually. I feel like here with the Knight of Wands, both of you are going to be very passionate, very attractive, very ambitious. You know, again, the public sphere energy, the power couple energy is coming in here with the persona of the Knight of Wands. Both of your personas are very inspirational. You're very energetic. Fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Jupiter could be strong dominant Jupiter placements, strong dominant Mars placements, and strong dominant Sun placements for some of you. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing, is that you both kind of also have like a sense of adventure. You both love to travel, and maybe some people may see you or read you as very impulsive, but it's not. You just have a joie de vivre, like you love life. And the energy is like very like burning. Like I feel like you're both very, very attractive, very magnetic, very alluring. At least this is the persona that you give. You're very beautiful, very attractive, quite have a lot of sex appeal. I feel like people may worry about you taking their man, or you taking their woman, or you taking their counterpart. It's not that you want that. It's just that you shine really bright and you're very, very attractive, you know. And maybe people have blamed you doing that when actually that wasn't the case at all, which is really interesting. So we have the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Joker reversed, which is telling me that you've had, again, a hard luck on being with people that wanted the same thing. There was an imbalance in connections. Again, one of you was you know, unwilling to negotiate, where one of you was willing to negotiate. You weren't on the same page, that kind of vibe. Pile 2. I feel like some of you may have recently come out of a relationship as well, that was very painful, very painful. I just feel like these are people that you're with who just weren't complimenting you, and it's like it just didn't work. Yeah. And with the Joker, it's like, I feel like you've been played a lot. I feel like it wasn't fun. Maybe it was fun for a bit in the connections that you're with, but then it wasn't fun. It became toxic because maybe people played you, or played you like a fool, and tried to like have a one-upmanship over you, or there was a bit of competitive energy with your exes, or they just thought that they could gain something from you and never commit, you know. Maybe they promised you but they never committed, so there was a back and forth. I feel like you tried more in the relationship than they did in your past. And we have the Nine of Wands reversed, which is what I said in pile 1. We had the Nine of Wands reversed too. And I feel like pile 2, I'll say the same with you, is that I don't feel like you're going to be single for very much longer. Even though you've had a hard luck in love where people weren't on the same page and maybe they didn't want to meet you halfway, I do feel like you're going to be with someone who's actually going to commit with you, because they actually know your value, they see your worth, and they really want to commit with you. And I feel like you're going to be moving in with each other pretty quickly. This could be moving in with each other within the next 4 months, and then eventually a proposal, I would say, if that's what you're wanting. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which is it's going to go really quickly. So this person that you're going to be with in union is actually someone who's not going to take it too slow, because they know what they want, and you know what you want, you know what you want, and they know what they want, and you're both wanting the same thing. And so naturally that's going to it's just going to happen, because when you meet the right person, what's the point in like waiting, you know? I feel like both of you have had really hard times and lessons and difficulty in relationships, and when you both meet physically, you just know that that's what you want. So why waste time waiting around? you know? I mean, there could be a moment where, like maybe right now as I'm tuning into your energies, just bear in mind that this is a general reading, but if you like a private reading with me, you can book directly on the website below, where it's more specific, because I'll just tune into your energy and the person that you're dealing with. This is a general message. But I feel like maybe at the beginning, at the time of this reading, there could be a little bit of a need for a restart. So maybe there's a little bit of a blip in the timing. But once you release your ex, maybe through burning a ritual, like, you know, note, I feel like it's going to go quite quickly and you're going to come together. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Pile 2. Cool. So now we're going to have a look at the love notes from your person of interest. Pile 2. If it resonates with you, please do press the like button. I also want to say again that I have a mediumship service now. So if you'd like to book a private reading with me, a private session with me, this can also be done remotely through Zoom. And you're wanting some closure, or you're wanting to connect with your ancestors or people that have passed on and moved on, friends, family, pets. I'm currently offering this new service at £30 for 30 minutes. That's £30 for 30 minutes. And it's going to go up to £90. And the first 10 people that book and confirm, it's going to be £30 for 30 minutes. So you may wish to do that. Particularly for those people who, you know, chose to end their existence and their life. It might be quite nice to get some closure as well. All right, so let's have a look at the chart. Well, we'll have a look at the charms in a minute, but let's have a look at the love notes from your person. All right, pile 2. Very cool. I feel like you're kind of cut from the same cloth. Like you're both real soul family, and I feel like you're wanting the same thing. If you're wanting children, they want children. You know, if you're wanting to travel and relocate, they also want to travel and relocate. It's not like, oh, I'm going to tag along. You just both want the same thing. All right. Love notes from your person, please. Pile 2. Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, so let's have a look. Love notes from your person. We have Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's that shining bright magnetism energy. Hi, gorgeous. This is what they're saying, wanting to say to you. Love notes from your person. Hi, gorgeous. You're so sexy. Let me play with you. Feel you close. Let's do star jumps in bed. I only want the best, and I see you as the best. Yeah, that's exactly. They definitely value you. They know your value. They find you very attractive. We have the Queen of Swords. I have been hurt before, too many times. I'm not open to compromising. I'm done with the pain. So I actually feel like they are reading your energy because they have a very heightened and open crown chakra and third eye. So they're intuiting that you've been hurt before many times and maybe you're a little bit guarded, okay? Maybe soon I'll love again. Will you let my guard down? I feel like they are intuiting that you know, you're sort of challenging them to the occasion, that you're challenging them to see if you will help them let their guard down. Because you've been really hurt by love. You have a lot of experience in relationships, and you're a little bit guarded. Maybe you're a bit secretive. Maybe you don't want to show your cards. You keep your cards very close to your chest, and this is kind of a challenge to them, which actually they find very attractive. That you actually have boundaries. Maybe they were dealing with people that didn't, but they find that very attractive, very mysterious, very attractive. Pile 2. We have the Three of Wands. Soon, I'm coming soon. It's not the right time, but soon. Yeah, so that's what they're trying to tell you. Is that it's not the right time right now, but they're coming in soon. And I just heard they're coming in hot. Pile 2. Six of Swords. I'm feeling trapped here. I need to get away. So maybe they're in a situation where they're feeling a bit trapped, or yeah, they need to get away from a situation, or even emotionally speaking, that they need to get rid of or move forward from. It's not serving me anymore. I've seen the light. I want out. Okay, so they're coming out of a situation. This will not resonate for all of you, but they're coming out of a situation that is making them feel trapped, and that was the unicorn in the cage. yeah, they can come out of that cage anytime soon, and I feel like they are going to be moving away from that situation. 10 of Swords. I'm totally, utterly and completely done with all of the lies, all of the cheating, all of it. So this is someone who may have been cheated on before, like you have, I feel, or betrayal, deception, which we had in the cards. They've hurt me for the last time. I can't. It's over. How will I ever recover? So this is also the energy of releasing your ex. So both of you are going to be releasing your ex and betrayal from people from your past. And that's what they're trying to tell you, that they're working on that right now. Okay, they're coming in soon. It's not the right time because they need to clear out a few energetic cords. And once they do, they'll come in. Let's see, 5 of Swords. Let's see how I can get away with this. I've been playing others, and so far you don't know. I lie to you often because I can't deal with feelings. It's more fun. So that's a Joker in reverse. And I actually feel like they dealt with people who were playing the fields and playing with you, like playing you or playing them. So they know that you've had the same, like similar situations as well. That's what I'm picking up on. So yeah, they're dealing with people who had really hurt them, really betrayed them. They're going to come in. They're going to come in slowly but surely. I also just want to say, for those of you who have an ex that wants to come in, just pay attention. Just pay attention, because you could be tricked again. All right, so let's look at the charms. So we have an anchor, so that we have stability coming your way. You're going to be feeling really anchored with this person, all these people. We have growth here with the leaf. So we cut from the same cloth, same tree, same vine. Look, we have 2 anchors. So both of you are very stable. There's lots of synchronicity here. 2 people who are very stable and work for themselves. They're very financially stable, or at least independent. We have 2 flowers here. Again, we have the energy of, like, you know, do you remember in the card of the Love Begins card? In your energy, you know, or the card in general, we had 2 trees that are, you know, in between there's a stream. So there could have been, there's maybe something in the way that needs to be cleared. But both of you are sort of very similar. Very synchronistic, beautiful. We have a coin here. So I actually feel like financially, there's going to be, you know, maybe both of you are going to be working on a project together. But also I feel like an offer is on the cards here, and I feel like they're going to be coming in. Particularly if you are the Empress and you're carrying the divine feminine energy, they are carrying the divine masculine energy. So it's important that you don't chase them, that they come to you. All right? So that's what they want, and they're going to offer you something. And look, we have the Star. You are their wish fulfillment. We have the dragonfly here, which for me is an indication of imagination and creativity. We also have this cork. So I actually feel like with the cork, it's the energy of, like, you know, maybe needing to put a cork in it. So, you know, closing something out in a relationship or an ex once and for good. And we have both of you, you know, wish fulfillment. I also see these feet here. So I feel like it's a walk on the beach. Maybe both of you are going on a holiday together, or you're going to be walking the same path together. You both maybe have the same life path number in numerology, or you just, you know, you kind of on the same vibe. And we have children here, which is what I mentioned at the very beginning of your reading with the palm tree. So you're both wanting kids, and you're bringing out the childlike self between you both as well. You're both from the same soul tribe and same star system as well, is also what I'm picking up on. You may also have the same guide, like one guide that both of you work with, and yeah, that's just beautiful. That guide is helping both of you together. So that's it, Pole 2. That's all I have for you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Let me know. Maybe put a comment or press the like button. Subscribe to Abstract Medicine here. Also go and check out abstract_medicine, Abstract Medicine on Instagram. Follow there for more stuff there, creativity, as well as, you know, readings there. And if you would like a mediumship reading or a private reading, private session, you can find the details down below. If you'd like to tip me, I'd be very grateful as an exchange of your appreciation. You can also find that on the website on the Abstract Medicine page. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care, and bye for now. Pole 2. Welcome to your reading. So for those of you who chose the cactus in a pink pot, welcome to your reading. So Pole 2, I just want to let you know I'm making some coffee. So I may need to get up and go, and I've also got the fan on because it's actually quite hot up here. So there might be a few little interruptions, so this could also be indicative of your situation. But let's have a look at your love predictions, 1 month prediction, whenever you're tuning into this reading. Okay, so what you need to know and what's happening in this connection, if you have someone in mind, or if you're in a relationship with this person or situationship. We're gonna have a look. So we have the Kiss, beautiful, gorgeous card. The Kiss Archetypes card by Kim Krantz, by the way. I just want to see this as well, the empty room. So maybe you've been feeling a little bit empty in your past, in a relationship, or, you know, you can be in a relationship and feel depressed or feel empty, you know, or maybe someone made you feel like that in a situation. But I actually feel like you're letting that go and you're moving into something that is going to be very sweet and beautiful. Roman numerals is 50 and 10, which is 60 in total. So you could be your elder years, the winter season of your life. We have number 60. Okay, 60 is rounding down to 6, which is the energy of true love and balance. Yeah, beautiful. So something sweet, beautiful energy, lovely. Some of you may actually be dealing with someone already who has a tattoo on their thumb. Or maybe this is something you're considering to do. But there's a lot of lovely affection in this energy, in this card. Gorgeous card, gorgeous. All right, I'm going to go down and get my coffee, but you may wish to meditate over this card in the meantime. I'll be back shortly, okay? Pole 2, as you know, I'm always reading, regardless whether it's, you know, whether it's done intentionally or not. I'm always reading the energies, right? So pole 2, as I was going downstairs and making coffee, also, by the way, thank you for waiting, I saw a white butterfly. I saw the wind, so the wind of change. I also heard the song Summer Breeze, right? Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Growing, na, 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 na. So beautiful. So you got some fresh energy coming in for you, pile 3. And yeah, I'm excited about what's coming in, because I feel like maybe you're letting go of feeling empty. Maybe this is about, you know, you're in a marriage and a relationship with someone. I'm actually picking up here that this is a monogamous relationship where you have children, they've grown up, and now you have like empty nest syndrome. But actually it's an opportunity to connect with your spouse more, which I love. I love this energy. But if that's not the case, I feel like you're going to be feeling less empty and more full. It's a very sweet energy. It's like coming back to innocence here. It's coming back to that sense of also Enigma, the song Innocence, that beautiful song. You may want to look into that and just go on YouTube and find Enigma, Return to Innocence. Beautiful song, absolutely gorgeous. It's coming back to that childlike self. Oh my gosh, I'm just like so loving this energy. It feels like, yeah, I just love it. Also, I feel like you both of you could be hippies or like quite bohemian. I'm picking up on Aquarius energy, pole 3. This is a real true love, soulmate energy. Love this energy. Yeah, you're just coming back to like taking each other out on dates and like, You have like a resurgence of love for each other again. Just gorgeous. All right, let's have a look. Pile 3. All right, pile 3. Let's have a look. I think we can put this card away now. Yeah, let's put this card away. Okay. All right, pile 3. Let's have a look at your energy and their energy. Your energy and the... Actually, I feel like it's these two. Okay. Deception and envy. Wow. And love begins. Whoa. So love begins came out in pile 2. And deception and envy also came out in pile 2, but not in the same position. So I'm actually reading this card differently. Okay, so if you were listening to pile 2, this is I'm gonna read this card differently. Okay, all right. So pile 1, you're coming across as someone who's very nurturing, very maternal, very sweet, very loving, no matter what your gender is. I feel like you're also very creative. You awaken love in people. You just want to love. That's it. You're just being yourself. Now, what I'm picking up on is there's a channeler who I love. I love her energy. She's a mother of 2 girls, and she's sort of the mother that I think I would have really liked to have had. Her sun sign is Cancer. I think her sun sign is Cancer, and her name is Amanda Ellis. Her name is Amanda Ellis, and she's just so nurturing and sweet, and she won't take crap from people, but she's just so like lovely and maternal. And I feel like you're like that. Very protective as well. Kind of like mother bear energy. Because Cancer energy is also like the mother and the home. It's the moon energy. It's very receptive. It's like very naturally. And I feel like you're very naturally loving and sweet and sensitive. And maybe you didn't receive that in your own mother. You know, with your own mother, maybe your mother wasn't able to do that for whatever reason. And maybe you've been longing for that. And maybe this is actually you stepping into that energy yourself. Maybe you've been dealing with your own mother wounds yourself. Pile 3. You've learned how to become one with yourself and accept yourself. Lumps, pimples and all, I'm hearing. So yeah, who cares? Like maybe you've put on a little bit of weight over the years, you know, and maybe you're still nurturing yourself, you're still looking after yourself, you know, weight wise or, you know, food wise, but maybe you're more accepting of who you are and you don't really care. You know, and you're still very attractive. You're very beautiful, attractive people in your soul, but also in your physical. So you've had to kind of accept who you are and accept that your body changes as you get older. And that's okay. You're more about being grateful that you are healthy. And no matter what you've done to your body over the years, yeah, it's still been working out really well for you. Gorgeous. For those of you who've been worried about, you know, your life and like when you're gonna die, I feel like you've got a good 40 years on you still. So if you're 60, you're gonna live long, you know, until your 100s. I feel like you have a lineage where the women in your life or the women in your lineage live a lot longer than the men in your life, or but either way, it's about, again, it's like corpo sano, mente sana. So if your body is healthy, your mind is healthy. And if you trick your body, you can also trick your mind to actually going, actually, you know, I live longer. So say, for example, you know, I'm Italian and Colombian, right? So in Italy, people do live longer than most people would in England, for example. And it's a lifestyle, but it's also mentality. Yeah, so everything in moderazione, like everything in moderation. If you want to have a glass of wine, have a glass of wine, but don't overdo it. You know, no shade, but there is a little bit of a criticism. In England, when people reach a certain age, like 70, it's like deemed as really, really, really old, right? We've got to think about putting people in nursing homes. This is, well, actually, let's change the mindset. This is a new lease of life. This is now, you know, the winter period, winter season of your life. How about we change the mindset and actually, like, you know, get you involved, get people involved who are in their 70s with younger people, or get them more involved in the family dynamic, you know, so that there's less stagnation, you know, because when you put people in nursing homes, they deteriorate very, very quickly. They need, you know, people need young energy. They need to be around people who are going to be challenging their minds and their brains a little bit, you know, as well. Of course, if you need a caregiver, then that's also important too. But I think there is something to be said about certain countries around the world where there's a longevity, and because of the diet, because of like the mindset of that country and ideology, care and attention for family and elders as well, and that lovely bridge between the elders and the young as well. So yeah, that's what I wanted to point out, and I feel like that's relevant in your reading, pile 3. Pile 3. Families of, what I'm saying is families of real importance to you, pile 3, I feel. Yeah, being around family members, being with family, being surrounded by family. Yeah, beautiful energy. I'm also picking up on Princess Diana. Also had a strong Cancer placement. I don't know if she was a Leo, Sun Leo, but I think she had a strong Cancer placement. Gorgeous. All right, so your person or the person you're dealing with could be a little bit younger than you. Okay, this is how I'm reading the energy differently from what you may expect. You could be dealing with someone who's a little bit younger than you, or looks younger than they are. And there's a bit of resentment around them, because, you know, they look so good for their age. Pile 3. But also this could be you just being very, very attractive. Like, this person that you're with is very, very attractive. Now, I'm picking up on, you know, Emma Thompson, the actress. She's married to another actor, and he is very attractive, and so is she. She's absolutely gorgeous. Again, it's a very maternal, very empowering, very empowered female. And she has a husband who's a little, I think his name is Guy, it's not Guy Pearce, I think it's Guy something. I think he looks a little bit younger than he is. He's very attractive. Very attractive. So there could be something here where you're both very attractive, but one of you, at least the person you're dealing with, is a little bit younger, or looks a little bit younger, and they get more attention than you do. Possibly. But they know how to, they kind of know it. I'm picking up on Leo energy, Aries energy, Sagittarius energy, fire energy. They kind of know that they're attractive, and they sort of play with it. It's not like they would be cheating on you. They wouldn't be doing anything like that. I just feel like they're kind of an Adonis, and they kind of know that they're hot, no matter what age they are. I feel like they know that they're kind of, they look a bit like a demigod. They would fit very well in Mount Olympus. They could even be Greek as well. They may have Greek or Roman or like Italian in them. I feel like you're more of a water sign, pile 3, and they are more of fiery sign. Yeah, or earth sign. Picking up on like a demigod energy. Gorgeous. All right, so let's have a look at the Romance Angels cards. Let's just have a look. It's quite fun, these readings, because each pile is so different. And, you know, in the bedroom, you're both very active, you know, and I think that's important to keep that alive. Also, communication is important as well, to communicate your desires to each other. I also feel like your person, or the person that you're dealing with in particular, is very charming, but their attention is on you, because their direction is going towards you. So, you know, you're safe in their hands, like you can trust them. But they could also have Gemini, Libra and Aquarius placements too. You may also be a water bearer, Aquarius energy. picking up on Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, very strong Cancer energy in particular. So you may have very strong dominant moon placements. You may have very strong Jupiter placements, or Neptune placements, or Pluto placements. They may have very dominant Mercury placements, maybe even Pluto placements too. Your synastry is very well matched astrologically. So say for example, you have a dominant Cancer placement, like say for example your ascending, your rising sign is Cancer, their ascending or rising sign is Leo, which is the opposite of Cancer. The opposite of Cancer would be Capricorn. So there would be that. Or say for example their sun sign is Aquarius, or rising sign is Aquarius, you have your moon in Leo, which would be the opposite. So again, it's like, yeah, there's a beautiful synergy between both of you. They may have strong dominant Mercury placement, strong dominant Uranus placement. Sorry, I'm also reading the energy that your Mercury could be, your Venus could be in like Gemini, Aquarius and Libra, and their Mercury placement is Gemini, Venus and Aquarius. So you communicate very well together. Yeah, their dominant energies could also be Leo placement, as well as Mars and Jupiter. Okay, so those are some signs there for you as like a bit of a hint. So let's have a look at the romance angels. We have chemistry. Yeah, I knew that. There's definitely chemistry between both of you. Unrequited love, healing family issues, make the effort. Okay, so what I'm picking up on, just before we really get deeply into it, already we're going to get deeply into it. There may have been a really strong connection with this person at the very beginning, and then you both felt, I'm not sure, A, whether I'm worthy of this connection because this person is ridiculously attractive and is like maybe out of my league, quote unquote, but that's not true. You're actually both healing each other. There's also 17 on the timer here, and we have 1 and 7 here, which is the star card, which is the healer as well. It's also the energy of Aquarius. So you're both very different. And maybe both not your usual types, but you work with each other. You're both like, your desires have been met with each other. You're both each other's wish come true. And maybe at the beginning of the connection or the relationship, or if you're meeting this person and you have a crush on them, you may feel like you're not sure whether actually they want to be with you, because maybe you're like unsure that, oh, it's an unrequited love, there's just, there's not enough attraction or chemistry, maybe it's just skin deep and that's it, but actually I feel like you're going to be surprised by this person, if you haven't already, that they actually have true feelings for you, and they're going to be making an effort towards you. And I feel like mainly this is the masculine in this situation. So if you are a male, if you're dealing with a male, or a masculine energy, regardless of gender, I feel like they could be, because their eyes on you, like the men in these cards, or the boys in these cards are like very attentive over the females. Can you see that? And I actually feel like they are very nurturing. They're family people. And this is what the romance angels are saying, that there's your physical intimate life is going to be very fiery. There's a lot of affection. We have the kiss card here, so both of you love to be physically intimate with each other, but how you show affection is through physical touch, embracing, holding. You hold hands with each other, no matter what. It's not just for teenagers, it's for all people. Yeah, you're very close with each other. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. but you may have felt, oh, I'm not sure if they like me in that way. And both of you may be feeling that. So it's very sweet, actually, and innocent. It's very sweet. But they have eyes on you, and that's it. They only have eyes. I've only got eyes for you. Something like that. There's that song. How does it go? Yeah, like they're very romantic. Part 3. The person that you're dealing with is very romantic, and they're going to be making efforts towards you, and they would make fantastic fathers as well if they are men. But they make fantastic parents, and I feel like that's something you find very attractive already if you are dealing with this person. Maybe you told them to like shave their beard off or like get a trim, because we have someone who has a beard and then a moustache and a goatee and then maybe none. So maybe they like to change their look a little bit. Maybe they like to dye their hair. Maybe they like to keep it long or short. They like to change their appearance a lot. I feel like they have very strong Venus placements. So yeah, they could have Taurus as well as whatchamacallit, Libra. Sorry, I just had to check on something. Taurus or Libra placements as well. But they're kind of, they are kind of homebodies as well. Yeah, just beautiful energy here. I wouldn't worry about the unrequited love. Maybe this is something that you've had, so for very few of you, this is something you've experienced in your past where people didn't quite match you. Even though there was a lot of physical attraction, there wasn't, and that wasn't enough. It just went skin deep. For some of you who are in a relationship and have had kids, and you're now experiencing like empty nest syndrome, you're going out on dates with your partner, your husband, your spouse, your significant other, and maybe you're healing that. Like, okay, well, how, maybe we're not just identified as being parents. Maybe we can be re-identified again with falling in love with each other again as partners again. And so that's what you're healing. And coming back to innocence here. It's very sweet energy. Like, and we have a boy who's kissing the girls. We had this card, the kiss. So we have affection. I feel like there's going to be kisses. There's going to be going out on dates. Like this person loves to kiss, kiss you on your hand. They're very I feel like they're if they are a man, they are a gentleman. Very affectionate. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy as well, I'm picking up on. They're very earthy, very grounded. They like to spoil you, like to give you gifts, take you out on dates. They honour you, respect you. They compliment your appearance. They compliment your dress, how you look. They're very attentive. They're very much in their healed divine masculine energy, and I feel like you are too. I also want to say that you both see apparitions, or at least they see apparitions. They see ghosts. They're quite intuitive as well. Pile 3. Expect to go out on a date with this person soon. All right. Gorgeous. So we have, we're going to use the playing cards by Erte that has been in my family line for a long time. And it's a collaboration with Alfred Dunhill of London. La Traviata is the opera. So these cards, these playing cards with Erte, by Erte, the artist and, set designer and fashion designer, are going to be used today. Sometimes the cards come out in reverse, and I will be reading the cards in reverse. Okay. I just feel like they're very protective over you. Like, you match them. I just heard you're the string to my bow. So whatever one is lacking, the other has. Gorgeous. Let me just put these cards up a second. If the messages are resonating with you, please just do me a favour and press the like button. I know it's a bit pedantic for me to keep saying, but it really does make a difference for the channel. And also maybe subscribe to the channel and share this video if you feel someone else will resonate with it. Thank you so much. As you know, this is a general reading, so not all of the messages will resonate for you, but if you'd like to go deeper in your situation, you may wish to book a private reading with me. And the details are down below. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. We have the Two of Swords upright. So both of you communicate very well with each other. You do. You communicate very well with each other. So I'm going to be reading all of the cards. I won't be bringing them up to you, to the screen, but if you like to zoom in, you can do that. So let's have a look. So we've got the Five of Wands upright, the Eight of Swords back to front reversed, the Nine of Swords reversed, the Ace of Hearts upright, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Seven of Swords reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed, the King of Swords upright, the Six of Pentacles or Six of Coins upright, the Four of Swords upright, the Queen of Hearts reversed, the Ace of Swords upright, the Seven of Swords reversed, sorry, Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Two of Wands upright, and the Two of Wands reversed. Okay, so we have similar cards here, reversed as well as upright, as you can see, or have heard. So both of you are quite passionate people and you're quite expressive with the Five of Wands. Now, usually this can also talk about arguments and can also be aggression, but actually I feel like you're both very passionate speakers. I did pick up on Italy, so you could actually be Italian, or Latin, Greek, you know, French, Spanish, Portuguese. I actually feel like you deal with matters quite vocally and expressive. Very passionate people. With the Ace of Swords reversed and the Nine of Swords reversed, I feel like you've had to already heal, or you've already healed from unworthiness, like feelings of unworthiness and feelings of like losing sleep over petty things, or I feel like you've let go of like worrying about things that just aren't relevant to you. Like you can only deal with things that you can change and things that you can't. So there's that Hawaiian prayer with like, please Spirit, help me to see the things I can change and let go of the things I can't, you know. Talking about Hawaii, actually, there's currently in Maui in Hawaii, the volcano has erupted there and has killed like 36 people. So you could have a home there, or maybe you used to, you know, have a lot of vacations, holidays there. Maybe you had your honeymoon there. Maybe you're thinking about going there on like your diamond anniversary. But yeah, with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords reversed, again, I feel like you're less worried about petty things. I feel like you're wise and you're sort of more mature in how you respond to life in general. And I feel like you let go of anxiety. Maybe say for example you were depressed, or you suffer from depression for a long time, maybe in your earlier years. Now you no longer suffer from depression, as an example. Or maybe you used to have like lots of negative thoughts and intrusive negative thoughts and like victim mentality, or even like you would just really get in your head about things. You no longer do that. both of you no longer do that. And I think actually the key is actually vocalizing what you fear and what you're angry about. And you know, things that perturb you, you kind of express that immediately to your partner. So say, for example, as a stupid example, but say, for example, someone hasn't done the dishes. Yeah. You say to each other, like, can you just like please do the dishes? And maybe it can get quite heated, but then it's over and it's done with. You don't let things ponder. You don't go to sleep on an argument, both of you. That's what I'm picking up on, which I think is actually very healthy. And I think it's healthy to get it out and express yourself and then deal with it and it's done. It's almost like you tease each other a little bit by being like angry, but you're not really angry. You're just Latin, or like South American or Central American or Mexican or South American, or like you're very Latin in your approach to expression, and it's quite loud. Maybe you're Irish as well. Maybe you're just like quite expressive around the dinner table. But that's how it is. And I feel like you love a lot of movement and energy around. It's not drama. It's just like you love a lot of movement and energy around you and in the home. And maybe because your kids have moved on and, you know, they've grown up. This will not resonate for all of you, but for some of you, you may actually have a child who's moved on to the spiritual world for whatever reason, and that this was very difficult for both of you to deal with, your partner. And I feel like this was something that, you know, could have potentially broken you both. So you may have actually had to separate because the grief was too much. And maybe getting some counselling, or, you know, talking to a therapist, or having a grief, like a death doula, has also helped you. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. And I feel like that was very difficult. There was, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised about depression here as well. I can't imagine the grief that you may have gone through with losing a child or children. Maybe this child or children suffered immensely of depression, and there was a chemical imbalance. There's nothing that you could do about it. It wasn't your fault that it happened. There's nothing that you can do. Unfortunately, it was just something that happened. But both of you together are strong, and you're together again, and this is something you've both been healing as a family unit. And that can be difficult too, because like if you've had a child and they're no longer with you in the physical realm, can you still call yourself a family? Yes, you can still call yourself a family. Pole 3. Yeah. And I also want to say, if they ended their life in whatever way it happened, or again, it wasn't your fault, and they are not defined by the way they died. They are defined by the soul and the imprint that they had pressed in on the world, I'm hearing. So their stamp on the world is how they should be defined. I'm really like channeling their energy. If for those of you who are dealing with that. But again, you know, if you want a private session with me, particularly in mediumship, you can book directly. I'm offering £30 for 30 minutes. So this can be done via Zoom, or this can be done as a pre-recorded video, which I send directly to your inbox or email. You can just book directly on the website. That's now on. The first 10 people will be receiving this offer of £30 for 30 minutes, or it will turn into £90 for 30 minutes. So if you're wanting to connect with someone who's passed on, or just, I heard delivery. I don't know why I'm hearing delivery, but if you're wanting to connect with someone to help you find deliverance or release and healing, then you may wish to take advantage of that offer, or just book whenever you feel ready to. Okay? Because I am a medium. So that was interesting that came through. So for those of you who don't resonate with that, that's fine. We have the Ace of Hearts and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So new love, the energy of like a love beginning again, or re-emerging again, is coming up for you, and it's going to be pretty fast. This person knows what they want. and they want to settle down with you, or at least they want to nurture this connection. They want to move in with you if that's not something that you've experienced yet. But I feel like a lot of you are already in a connection with this person, and you're going to find a new resurgence of love in the situation, the relationship with each other, and it's going to be very healing and stable, very stable and comforting. I also feel like there's going to be travel involved here too, maybe even with the countries I mentioned earlier. The Seven of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Maybe there's a healing of communication issues that you may have had as well between you both. And maybe also for some of you needing to let go of your guard a little bit so that you can allow access for the other person to really understand you, or learn more about you, because we're always evolving and always changing, and changing with the tides of our life. Pile 3. It's important to you know, respect that we do evolve, and we're not the same people that we used to be. You know, in essence we are, but we're always changing. So anyway, this could also be a change of like your communication skills for both of you. I feel like some of you have gone through counselling of some sort between you both, like couples counselling, couples therapy. With the King of Swords upright, this is the energy of you know, a very attractive male, but also Gemini, Libra and Aquarius energy here. So very communicative person, very mercurial, very vocal. They may have a lovely voice. They may be wonderful singers as well. Yeah, this could be that. What else? This is also someone that you're dealing with who has a lot of authority, and they're very truthful. So whatever they say, you can believe what they say. And they're very clever, mental clarity, and very intellectually powerful, I just heard. So they're very, very smart and sort of quite matter of fact. The Six of Pentacles is balanced energy. This person reciprocates your energy and vice versa. So there's a lovely balance between both of you. And I do also see that whatever you've been dealing with in the past that was painful, and maybe grief and hurt and sorrow, or even a short breakup between both of you, a separation between both of you, this is now being healed. So this could have happened recently with the Four of Swords. Both of you have been healing this connection, or you've been healing from another situation that was very painful for you to deal with, and you're kind of still have that residual energy around you. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, maybe you found it difficult to emote and express your love between you and your partner, but I see that it's going to be clear again with the Ace of Swords in the upright. So you're going to be more vocal with how you wish to be loved, I'm hearing. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you're less controlling of how the outcome should be between both of you, and how, like, you're letting go of future planning. You're more in the present moment, I feel, between you both. And we have the two of Wands cards next to each other. So you have 22. There's the energy again of like maybe not sure whether you wanted, whether you are meant to be with each other, but you actually are. So it's kind of like opposites are attracting. And also one of you wants to travel and the other one doesn't. Also, one of you has more choices than the other, because just basically on aesthetics, one of you is deemed more attractive than the other. So there may have been a bit of conflict between you both with regard to that. So there may have been some trust issues in the past, but that's being healed. And the Two of Wands is actually maybe you're both progressing and discovering more about each other. And with the Two of Swords here in the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're now clear about the situation between both of you. I hope that all makes sense. If it does resonate with you, please do press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. So now we're going to have a look at the charms and the love notes. So the love notes from your person and the charms, okay, in your situation. I'll just put these cards back in the deck. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I've really enjoyed reading for you. And we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You know, some of you, again, is like the energy of new love between both of you, or even a new love in general for some of you. But I feel like most of you who've picked this pile are already in a connection with someone. And there's a resurgence of love between both of you. You kind of appreciate each other more for some reason. For whatever reason. Doesn't even have to have a reason. You just like appreciate each other. You're like, oh wow, this person's actually pretty amazing. That's lovely. All right, so let's have a look at the love notes from your person, pile 3. There's more balance again in the connection because we had 50 and 10, which is 60, rounds down to a 6. 6 is the Lover's card, Gemini energy in the major arcana as well. So there's, you know, there's a lot of love. There's also some options here as well. So you may have options, but you choose to be with your person. Okay. So let's have a look at all of these cards. If you feel called to and you'd like to tip me, you can find the information down below in the description box. I'd really appreciate it too. Thank you so much. All right, so 6 of Cups. Yeah, gorgeous. So they're saying, I recognize you. I know you. I have felt you. You are a long lost friend. You feel like family to me and you feel like home. Gorgeous. Let's see what else. 10 of Hearts. You're my everything, you're my one and only true love. And there's that song. You're my everything. You're my one and only true love. No matter what options are out there, I'll always choose you, is what I'm picking up on. Gorgeous. You know, there's harmony here. There's wish fulfillment. There's, you know, divine union between both of you and soulmate energy. Beautiful. 7 of Hearts. Wow, so many hearts. So much affection, so much love here. I fantasize about you. I fantasize about us all the time. I communicate to you in the 5D, in the 5th dimension, and in my dreams. Do you hear me? You're so dreamy. So there's lots of fantasies here and intuitive messages between both of you. Correlating, even when you're dreaming, like you're sleeping next to each other, there's a lot of psychic connection between both of you. 9 of Wands. One more step towards my goals. I'll feel comfortable. It's my priority and then I'll be happy. So some of you, you know, you will not resonate for all of you, but Cancer energy here was 6 and 9, 69 by the way. But I feel like maybe one of you is retired and the other one isn't. So maybe, you know, you're just needing to finish up that before you move into your retirement. Gorgeous. 4 of Hearts. Again, lots of hearts here. Nothing will do. I'm disillusioned by love and everything about it. So some of you may have felt like that, you know, may have been jilted at the altar, I'm hearing. This will not resonate for all of you, but maybe some of you have just like been really disillusioned by love and then you meet the one. Maybe in your latter years, you know, in the winter season of your life. And then that's it, and you meet the one. Like you know, it can happen anytime in your life. I mean, look at Tina Turner. She met her one later on in her life. So gorgeous. And she was very career orientated as well. Page of Swords. I'm keeping a close eye on you. Are there others? So that's the envy and deception. So that your person is like very protective over you, but has their eyes on you. I've only got eyes on you. That song. You also have lots of options too. Ace of Pentacles. I want to start a family with you. So for those of you who haven't, you will be. I want a new start with you. So that's the energy of new love in the relationship as well. Let's begin and root this now. I am stable. Okay, for some of you, someone is just working really hard so that they can reach their goals and become more of a stable presence in your life. This could also be a stepfather to your children, for example. And then lastly, we have number 6. 6 of Pentacles. I want to help the world in some way. Do you want to do it with me? So acts of service and also being of service to the community or the world in general could be of significance here. I believe it's time for me to give back. Exactly. I've really thought about this lately. I want to have purpose. Okay, gorgeous. All right, let's have a look at the charms now Let's have a look at the charms. See if there's any other resonance here. 6 and 9 is very significant. Those would be the months of June and September. Okay, so pile 3, these are your charms. So we have the flower, we have another flower. So both of you feel like birds of a feather flock together. So you're both kind of in the same soul family. There's a real recognition of souls here, soulmate energy, and you're quite similar but different. Cool. We have this snowflake. So some of you could be born in the winter months, like November, December, January, February even. Yeah, there's that Cancer energy I was picking up on with the moon. So any illusions that you may have had or fears, you're releasing that. Pisces energy here too, clairvoyance energy here. The snowflake can be, you know, maybe quite cold. That was the Queen of Cups in reverse. Sorry, the Queen of Swords in reverse. So maybe you've had some hard experiences with love and you might be a bit guarded. But this person is helping you to let go of your guard, I feel. We have another flower here. So maybe you've been married before, or were in a long-term connection before and it didn't work out. Maybe there's a 3-party situation interference. We have the key here. This person is unlocking your heart here, particularly if you've been hurt by love before. There's a key. There's also maybe both of you are moving to a new home, or someone gives you the key to their house, or letting you in emotionally speaking. And we have the star. Yeah, so you're both each other's wish fulfillment here. Beautiful. And then we have a leaf. Oh, we got 2 leaves on a vine. So we have 2 vines. Again, it's this, you know, this recognition of same similitude here between both of you. Yeah, gorgeous. So you're kind of both the same but different. So that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you really do resonate with these messages and you've enjoyed this reading as much as I have. It's been a joy reading for you. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you want to go to pile 1 and pile 2, you can do that too and see if there's something else there. If you'd like to book a reading with me, a mediumship service with me, you can do that too. All the information is down below. Go and follow Abstract Medicine on Instagram as well for some creative inspiration, as well as some psychic insight too. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care and bye for now.